Are you ready for the one thing? This is where we take a look at something good, bad, or a little of both that somebody on our team has experienced as of late. And this time around, it's all about Tyler Crouch and the Disneyland Resort Hotel Cabana rentals. Tyler, you and Katrina both had an opportunity to partake in the Cabana experience.
Oh, yes.
Tell us all about it.
And we partook.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yes.
It was part of a birthday celebration, was it not?
It was, which my lovely wife here put together for me. So
can we just... Oh.
It was, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun. I mean, personally, I think if you can afford it, because, well, so like I said, she got it for me. So how much was it again?
It was like $575 plus tax.
Yeah, so $575, and you have to be
full day.
staying, at one of the hotel rooms. So
One of the hotels.
yeah. So if you if that's something you can swing, I think it's all good. I mean, it's a pretty amazing experience. First of all, they give you a like a concierge type of. There's like a Cabana manager, and she's running around, kind of coming and checking on you. They'll give you like movies if you want.
Cabana boy.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, this was a Cabana lady.
Cabana gal.
Oh.
Yeah, Cabana gal. But
She was legit awesome.
she was really fun.
She was so cool.
And she would stay that she you'll see some of the decorations that Katrina also set up too in the Cabana, and she like helped us set up some of the balloons and the different things that Katrina brought with us as well. So she was really super nice, and on top of that, you get a private server too, who they
Cadbury.
They do one server for all of the cabanas, and there's 6 cabanas in total. We did it at the Grand Californian, by the way, if I didn't make that clear. And she was also great. Her name was, and everybody knew her. She was Grandma Julie.
Grandma Julie.
Grandma Julie.
She
And
was 74 years
she
old,
was
this
74,
lady.
and she was so
Still
funny.
killing it.
Yeah, she was
Holding it down.
She was like all business in like the nicest way. You know what I mean? Like she was just like a
And
sweetheart.
party in the back.
And
I don't know about that one.
you can say that. I'm not going to.
Business in front, party in the back.
Oh,
Poor Grandma
I'm not
Julie.
growing a mullet.
Did she have a mullet? I thought that was the...
No.
Anyway,
No
you
mullet,
were saying,
no.
Yeah. And do you get this, by the way, for the course of the entirety of the day that the pool is open? Or what does that
Yeah,
look
so
like?
you could do a half day, but the half day is a similar amount of money
Yeah, it's
to
like
the
400
full day.
bucks.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, so it
Oh.
doesn't make any. If you're doing this, then do a full day. And honestly, it was a little bit cloudy the day we went, so the pool wasn't like super crowded. Like there still were a number of seats available, but we've been to those pools before where you cannot find a seat anywhere. And if you want to have a pool day, and you're gonna have to have somebody like attached with a chain to these chairs to make sure that you keep your spot. And if you have the Cabana, it's your spot all day, so you don't have to be there if you don't want to. But they bring you. Also, the menu, by the way, is it is from the Hearthstone Lounge kitchen, which is which is right next to. Well, yeah, it's the Storyteller's kitchen, which also they also supply Hearthstone Lounge food. So it's similar things that you would find on the Hearthstone Lounge menu, as well as it's kind of a cross between Hearthstone Lounge and Storytellers type food. But then the drinks come from the Craftsman bar. So it's just interesting to note, because I mean they just recently changed the menu too, and I was like, well, I want nachos, and then they got rid of the nachos.
Oh, come on.
And I was like, well, wait, doesn't it come from the Craftsman? And they're like, oh no, it doesn't come from the Craftsman. I was like, oh, so it's weird that they get their drinks from Craftsman and their food from a different kitchen. But
Very convoluted. It sounds
yeah,
like.
but that's what they do. But I mean, as you can see here from the photos, you get your 2 like kind of lay down chairs that are out in the front there, and then as
Those
well,
are nice. Those look very cushionable and comfy.
They're very
they are
comfy.
very comfy. They are very cushiony. But I one of my favorite things though is like on the next slide we have here, they also give you a table, because there's
that's nice.
there's
Heavy
no
duty.
tables anywhere in the pool. So it's like some of the food, it's like kind of a pain to eat if you don't have a table, So it was really nice. And
They don't give you a stand-up trash can you can eat on like the rest of Disney
no,
parks?
it's not
Yeah.
like it's not like Epcot.
Hey.
No, you know.
That is prime dining surface.
That's right. Yeah,
It is.
so real estate.
Also prime germ surface, but
Yeah.
I also, these are the decorations that Katrina brought too, so they didn't give us these umbrellas and stuff just so people
Oh.
know. But
Yeah.
but you can
I
see
love
that
the
we have the
flamingo.
TV there, and that is a nice little bonus. Like I said, they'll bring you movies. They have this whole list of movies, and I'm just gonna say something.
Say
Cover your ears, children, if you don't want to hear this. Some may not know there's a censored version of Splash
Oh.
where there's a moment where Daryl Hannah's fin turns into legs and you see a little butt.
Oh.
They have censored that in most copies of Splash at this point.
Definitely Disney Plus.
I just want to say, if you get Splash at this pool, not censored.
You acquired the uncensored version.
Uncensored Splash at the Grand Californian pool.
Garrett, your search is over. You got it.
So lucky. The world's at peace now.
And I love how our Cabana host, she was so funny because we were talking about it. She's like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And then she like shows up later and I was like, you just missed it. And she's like,
You just missed the butt.
she was so cool. And then she got us Finding Nemo too, which is it's not even on the list. I think you brought it up. You're like, oh, it'd be really cool to see like Finding Nemo.
Yeah, I was like, Finding Nemo I can't believe Finding Nemo's not on this list. And she's like, oh, well, actually, we have it.
She's like, I
So-
can find it for you.
And they're all on Blu-ray too, so it was like, and
Wow.
I don't know, it was actually she was even like, oh yeah, the colors of the movie are great, and I started kind of laughing, but then she brought it, and I was like, the colors of this movie are great. And then to top everything off too, with everything I've already laid out there, they also give you this amazing fruit plate that is pretty stunning, honestly. And it had all these different little yummy bits on there, and I definitely dug into those blueberries and
Ooh, those grapes be calling my name.
yeah, the grapes were good too. I mean, it was a pretty great little tray, and
was
you
Is
can
that Boss
see too.
water?
Yeah, and you can see there too. I was gonna say it's not crap Dasani water.
Yeah.
They give you Voss, and also in there was Topo Chico.
Isn't that wild?
And I was about to. I was like, I kind of want a Topo Chico, and I was about to go buy one for $5 at the Craftsman.
Oh,
And I was like, nah, I'll just wait until we get to the Cabana, and I'll drink something there. And then, lo and behold, Topo Chico comes with the
why don't
Cabana.
they sell it in the parks? It's
I
a
almost-
Coca-Cola product. Why
They
don't they sell
do.
it?
There are a few stands in near Galaxy's Edge and over by
Matterhorn.
the Matterhorn that are starting to sell Topo Chico.
Lime Topo Chico.
But
One in
Refreshing.
Epcot,
Lime.
Mexico.
Yeah,
refreshing.
and then they give you like a really nice. They had cold towels, but they soak them in eucalyptus water, so they're like really refreshing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
really
Yeah,
nice.
it was nice.
And so when you open the refrigerator, you're like, oh, this is so relaxing. But it was so cold outside and like overcast, we didn't really need to use them.
Well, I was using them because I was going in the jacuzzi and
Oh,
I was getting really toasty,
kinda
and then I
patted
just
it
kind of pat
down.
my face every now and then. And I was like, oh, this is nice.
And for that money, I would use them regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what.
And then on top of everything else too, they give you this little they give you kind of a little what do you call them, like little accoutrements that have like suntan lotion
Ooh.
and
that a
aloe
swab?
vera and
Is that Evian in a can?
The Evian
it's
spray.
it's
yeah.
Evian spray to spray your face. Yeah, it's like it's so strange.
The
but
character was a part of my little display. It doesn't. That does not. It's not included
You
in
brought
the
that from
Cabana.
home. Got
Yeah.
it.
But our little Cabana host wanted it to protect the accoutrements that they gave us, like
Oh,
the
thank
copper
goodness.
tone and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
we
like, "You
named her
protect-"
Moana.
We named her Moana. Yeah.
Yes.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
And then, as you
Boy,
can
boy.
see there too, the pictures of margarita. The pictures are a new thing that you can get fairly recently. I think it's only been there for a couple months, if that. Where you can get pictures of a number of the drinks now, and I would say it was definitely worth it. We got a half pitcher of beer at one point, and whoever filled it up basically did it like 75% of the way. So it was like. We even got, more. We got enough beer for like 4 glasses when it was supposed to be for.
You got a birthday pour.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so. Yeah, so that was really nice.
I mean, we got like 9 cups. If you see those little cups, we got 9 cups of margaritas from that whole pitcher.
Fantastic.
I forgot how much it was. It was like $60.
60
I forgot.
something,
It was
think.
pretty high.
Low 60s, but
I was like, okay, $9.
It was
is
Grand
fine.
California prices.
Yeah.
exactly.
It was fine.
But and then if you're bringing your little ones to the pool as well, I think it's also important to note that at the there was one part of the day, I think it was around 3:30 or so, or 4 maybe, where a few of the characters came out and started dancing with the kids and playing games. They would like line all the kids up and they would play games, and it was this fun little kind of DJ dance party that I thought was pretty cute. And so it was Minnie, Daisy, and then also Pluto showed up after a little bit too. So it was fun to see them kind of messing around with the kids, and the kids were all having a great time. And we got a little video too. I didn't realize we had the video.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man,
So we can
we're-
take a look
no.
around that cabana.
Yeah.
No expense spared.
I mean,
on
honestly,
this
this was like massive, and then they give you like 2 robes too, which is really nice to like wear around.
show.
They don't give them to
I
you,
don't.
but,
I don't know.
you
Well,
can
I was gonna
wear
say
them.
I don't know if I don't think they always let you take.
No,
them,
she
but-
said no.
But
she liked
Oh.
us.
But she said we could take the robes with us.
Hey, well.
So we did.
So
but,
yeah, that was like
um,
her birthday gift to us
yeah.
in a way. But yeah, and you get a
Go
little
be
closer.
Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
Yes. With I wish it did have a velvet,
Oh.
velvet
Oh.
interior.
That would be nice.
Then we'd be in business. But
I mean, it's like a nice, nice.
and what a
plush
view!
interior.
Look at that pool.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
That is prime real estate.
I will say we got
is
Cab-
very
for
nice.
anybody that wants to know, this is Cabana 3, and just from looking at the other cabanas and things, I think this is the best one because not only you've got kind of a server area right next door to this cabana, so not only can you don't really have like a neighbor per se, but also it's just like kind of in the more quiet part of the pool, and because there's kind of 2 pools technically there's 3, I guess, but 2 of the pools have cabanas on them, and I think this is kind of the quieter area that to me was perfect. So I would say Cabana 3 is kind of the one to ask for. And you can
tips.
ask when you call what
which cabana you
you'd
want.
like. Yeah.
They'll call you back when you book it. They'll be like, okay, yeah, the Cabana person will call you back. And then like a couple days before, they'll be like, hi, is there anything that you're celebrating? Do you want to put on the television? Because they'll program the television. That's why I said happy birthday, Tyler.
Yeah.
On it. And so I was like, oh, okay, fun. And then that's when I was like, okay, I have some requests. And then they're like, oh, Cabana 3. And I was like, okay, let's do it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So I figured
It was
what
a
an
really
experience.
It was a really fun
It was fun.
time. It goes by so quick though because you do get it for the better part of the day. But
9:30 to like 5:30 is usually like the span where you'll get it for the full day. But honestly, the Disneyland Hotel is the same price as the Grand Californian Hotel, and those are pretty old and gross. I mean, they're small. Like this one,
This
you can
is
fit 8
definitely
people,
bigger.
and then that one you can only fit 6.
Oh.
And then this one has like a nice table and 2 plushy like lounge chairs, and then you have like that whole interior L-shaped couch, and then over there you only get like a little love seat, 2 kind of plushy lay down chairs, and like I don't think you even get a table over
Oh.
at the Disneyland Hotel. Maybe you do, but it's really small.
So it feels like a reduced experience
Yeah.
at the Disneyland Hotel then. Okay.
And then plus you have 2 hotels going in there right now because you have like the Pixar, or you have Paradise Pier, and then you have Pixar, whatever it's called. And
Pixar
then
Place.
Pixar Place, and then you go over the Disneyland Hotel. So you have 2 hotels going into the Disneyland Hotel.
Sure.
And then a little people, like some people migrate to the Grand Californian, but not all people know that you can go there if you're staying at the Paradise Pier Hotel.
yeah, and a hot tip. I don't know if they're going to change this
Hot tip.
after the fact, but your card, even though it you are supposed to technically only be able to get in through the gate if you're staying at the Grand Californian, you can go in, you can use your room key if you're staying. We were staying at Paradise Pier, and we just used our room key to go in through the front, which technically you're not supposed to do that, or they don't want that. But I think I don't know if they've just relaxed it because of the pool situation right now, or if it's just going to stay like this forever. But
Garrett, did you feel that? That was a hot tip.
The hottest of tips. I just am sad that I didn't get the invite. I got it late in the mail, and when
That's
I
all
showed up in my
Next
Speedo,
year.
it was very awkward. Yeah.
Next
I
year.
mean, you can come and stay with us whenever you want, Garrett.
Okay.
All right, see you tomorrow.
And
What?
done.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Yep, there you go. And I'll tell you, in chat, Nancy White sharing with us that she also stayed at the Grand Californian Cabanas and that they were absolutely worth it, mentioning that it was a hot day before Disneyland's half marathon. and said it was so
relax.
relaxing in a cabana. It was awesome, totally worth it. So, Nancy, happy to hear that it was worth it to you. And if you have ever experienced a luxury item like a cabana at a Disney hotel, we would love to hear from you. Was it worth it? What did you pay? And ultimately, if it wasn't worth it to you, what would have made it worth the price? Let us know in the comments.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.